Hey guys, welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kiara and I have my own crochet business. I am really sick today, that's why I sound like that, but I thought I would still make a video for you guys. So in today's video, I will be showing you guys everything I crocheted since Christmas, and it is now like January 4th, so in just over a week, I will show you guys everything I crocheted. So yeah, like I said, I'm really sick, so that's why I sound like that. I promised you guys a video today, so I thought I would still make it. My voice is just kind of not here, but I will still show you guys everything I crocheted since Christmas. So I crocheted quite a lot of things. Obviously my family had a lot of like family events, family parties, that kind of thing. So I did go to all those things. So when I was there, I couldn't crochet. So I didn't crochet as much as I normally would because I was gone to so many events like that. But considering I was gone on a lot of those days and I was sick for a good part of that, I am pretty happy of everything I crocheted in that time. So to be honest, I don't even know how many items I made. So if you want to take a guess right now, and drop it in the comments, I will show you guys. I just piled them all onto a bed, and I will show you guys a clip of all that stuff. If you want to take a guess how many items there are before I count them all at the end of the video, definitely do that. Let me know your guess in the comments, and we will see who was closer to the actual amount of plushies. So here are all the plushies. Like I said, I just piled them all onto a bed. You can see there's different kinds, different animals, a lot of chickens, which we will get to in a second. So just take a look at all of this and take a guess at how many items there are before we count them all. So don't worry guys, yes, I've been sick obviously, and I've been crocheting while I was sick, but my first event of the year is in like a month, so the germs, I guess, on those plushies will have time to die. They don't live that long. So I'm not worried about, like, my sick germs, I guess. Obviously, I'm always washing my hands before I go and crochet, but I'm sick, so, you know, I'm sure germs are on there, but I've been sanitizing my hands like crazy, and my first event is in, like, a month. So, you know, they're gonna have time to sanitize themselves, I guess, just with the air. But yeah, I don't want to spray like Lysol on there because some people have like allergies to those products, so I don't want to do that. Anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know, like, of course, I've been washing my hands, sanitizing my hands every chance I get, so I'm not too worried about that, and it's not like I have an event like tomorrow or anything. So let's get right into it, and I will start sharing you guys all of these items one by one and talk a bit about them. So we will start with hot dogs. My dog isn't here. We will start with hot dogs. So I made 5 total. I will show you guys one of them like closer, I guess. But I just wanted to show you guys that I have 5 of them. So here's one like closer up, I guess, and at markets they are always displayed in this red basket, and when someone buys one they do come with the basket, so I think that makes it even cuter. So this is my own pattern that you can find on my Etsy and coffee shop. This plushie end pattern has been super popular for me. I've had people that bought the pattern and said they made them and brought them to markets, and they said that they sold really well for them too, so I'm really happy that the hot dogs have been selling for other people too. But anyways, so I use yarn from Michaels for like both colors, and the one for like the wiener dog part has been so hard to find recently, and I had tried using a few other like alternatives, different yarns, but they weren't quite the right color or the right size, or there was always something wrong with the other ones. But anyways, so I kept checking the Michaels website, and then they didn't have any in stock at my local Michaels, but they had them in stock to order, and there was free shipping over like $99, so I ordered a lot of this yarn. I'm still waiting on some of it. Some of it came in, obviously, because I made some hot dogs, but some of it is still in the mail, gonna come in soon, hopefully. But yeah, so I made 5 hot dogs. They're always displayed like this at markets, and I just wanted to show you guys them in their baskets. I made a TikTok of them yesterday in their baskets. That's why I have them already and everything. But that is it for hot dogs. I guess we will move on to chicken nuggets right after the hot dogs. So I have 5 chicken nuggets. I am planning on making a lot more than that. So this is the same color as I use for the bun on the hot dog. They all look the same. They're just like this. This is my own tutorial that is on my YouTube channel. In the tutorial, I use thicker yarn. So if you're using thinner yarn like this and not like in the tutorial, you're just gonna have to chain more at the beginning. Now, if you didn't see that tutorial, you might be a little confused, but it's just chaining more here. But don't worry, guys, because I have like literally no markets for like a month, I am planning on making a little updated tutorial for the chicken nuggets, and in that updated tutorial I will be using the thinner yarn like this, the weight 6. I usually use weight 6 yarn for the chicken nuggets, but in the tutorial I use weight 7, so that's why the amount that you chain at the beginning is a little bit different. But I am planning on making like an updated version for weight 6 yarn for these guys. Moving on to elephants, I have 4 elephants. I have 2 in 2 different colors each, so that's a total of 4. I'm going to show you guys 1 in each color. There's no reason to show you guys them twice, basically. So I have 2 in this dark gray color, and he has like a floof here. And I have 2 in this like a lighter gray, so yeah, they're literally the same thing. This is my own pattern that you can find on my Etsy and coffee shop. They're just super cute. There is a lot of sewing involved in these guys. Why is there a fluff in here? Yeah, there is a lot of sewing involved for these guys. So if you're a person that prefers no-sew patterns, this pattern might not be for you. But personally, I don't mind sewing. Just to kind of give you guys an idea of what you need to sew on this guy. So the head and the body are made together, the rest is sewed on. So the trunk is sewed on, the ears are sewed on, and all the legs are sewed on, and then this is just like attached at the bottom. But I don't mind sewing. I know other people don't mind sewing, so if you're one of those people, you might enjoy this pattern. But if you enjoy patterns that are all made in one piece, this pattern might not be for you, but that's okay. I literally needed a box for this. I have 22 chickens, so yeah. Oh, they're gonna fall. Yeah, I had to put them in a box because I literally could not hold 22 chickens. There's a whole bunch of different colors, so I'm gonna try to show you guys all the colors. I don't know what was wrong with me, but I just went like on a chicken rampage. I guess I sold out, or I don't think I sold out at my last market, but then I ended up bringing the rest that I had at the consignment stores that my plushies are at, because those stores were like super busy for Christmas time, so I was bringing literally anything I could. And then I was like, well, chickens sell really well, so why not make a bunch? So I have 22. I will probably make more, I don't know. But yeah, they're all literally in this box. So these are the 4 colors of chickens that I have. So we have like a lighter brown, like this. I think this is actually doubled yarn. One yarn is from Dollar Tree, the other one is like a thinner velvet yarn that's like the same color that I just put together because they were both too thin. When you put them together, they made like a weight 6 yarn, so it was perfect. And then I have this like beige cream color. I have a darker brown. I believe this one is also doubled yarn of the same yarn, just to make it thicker. And lastly, I have like a white and black one. This one's also doubled yarn. One yarn is from Dollar Tree. It's like a velvet yarn or something. And there is a white acrylic yarn in here, so it makes like a little bit of a different texture, but it's still super soft. So, I have no idea how many of each color that I have. I just know I have these 4 colors in there. But yeah, I have no idea like how many of each color, but there's 22 chickens total. That's a lot of chickens. I just freehand them, but of course, I guess the base is like based on the Mabel chicken pattern, which I don't use. Like, I've never bought that pattern. I've never used that pattern. I don't really use patterns. But I guess it's kind of like the same concept, like you can see just by looking at it, and then I add like the tail and the head. But anyways, I just freehand these guys. But there's so many chicken patterns out there that look different, so I'm sure there's something that looks like this out there. Next, I have these two Octos. They're made with acrylic yarn, and I just freehanded these guys. This one, the yarn is like ombre. It doesn't really show that much, but I guess you can see that the top is a bit lighter than the bottom. It wasn't like a big enough project for it to show all the different shades, but I think it's still super cute. And then I have a bright pink one. I think their eyes are just so cute. My mom got me these safety eyes. I don't know where she got them. But anyways, they're really cute, and I think that adding the little smile just makes it extra cute. Anyways, so yeah, I have these two. I'm planning on making some in different colors, like blue, I don't know, literally any other color. I think that these are really good projects to use up the acrylic yarn that I have. I try to lean more towards using plush yarn because I find that's what people like the most, but these Octos made with acrylic yarn still sell very well, and I don't know, I just think they're a really good project to make in acrylic yarn, so they're just a good project to use up all the acrylic yarn that I don't know what to do with. Next, I have 5 big bees. So there's 2 different shades of yellow, so I'm just going to show you guys one of each shade of yellow. So there is this light yellow. This one is from Michael's. It's Sweet Snuggles Light. And then this one is Burnout Blanket. I don't know what the color is, but anyways. So yeah, there's these 2 different yellows. I think it's nice to have 2 different yellows because some people might be more into like the pastel colored stuff. Some people might be more into the bright colored stuff. So anyways, I have 5 of these. There's 3 in the darker yellow and 2 in the lighter yellow. I just freehanded these guys, but there's so many bee patterns out there. I do have a bee pattern on my Etsy and coffee shop, but I didn't use it because if I were to use it, the bee would come out a lot bigger because in that pattern, I used acrylic yarn. Of course, you can make any pattern with any yarn, but the size is going to be significantly different, and I just didn't want a huge bee, so I just freehanded it to make it a little bit smaller, but I could always make a bigger bee with my bee pattern. Next, I have 10 little bees. I'm trying to hold all of them, and it's crazy. So I'm going to put some of them down so I don't drop a bunch, and then I will show you guys a few of them just close up. So here are the bees close up. Basically, it's the same thing as the bigger bees, just obviously smaller. But for these guys, I did use my own bee keychain pattern that is normally made in acrylic yarn. It comes with the bee plushie pattern that I just talked about earlier. It's a pattern bundle. So when you make the bee keychain pattern with acrylic yarn, it's going to come out a lot smaller. I made one, I will show you guys in a second. But when you make it with plush yarn, it obviously comes out bigger. I did do one thing different than on the pattern. I just made the wings smaller, but I will go ahead and edit that pattern and make the wings smaller because I found that people like the smaller wings better. I've made the longer wings like in the pattern before, of course, but I found that when I started making them a little bit smaller and I would make like different sized wings, people prefer the smaller wings better. So I will go ahead and edit that pattern to have the smaller wings. So anyways, I have 10 of these guys. So there's 5 in the light yellow and there's 5 in the darker yellow. Yeah. Bees sell pretty well. They're just like a little basic thing. I know a lot of people make bees, so I'm sure a lot of people say, oh, I'm not gonna make bees because everybody makes bees. That's fine. I used to think like that too, and then I started making them because why not? And they sell really well. So, I don't know. Everybody just finds them super cute. So, I have 10 small bees. I might make more later on. That's just what I made since Christmas. Next, I have 7 mini turtles. So I have quite a few different color combinations here. So I'm going to try to show you guys all the different color combinations, but first, these are my own pattern that you can find on my Etsy and Coffee shop. They're very low sew. The only thing you have to sew on is the head onto the body. I know some people might say you could make it no sew, I know, but I prefer sewing things on, get the placement right. I know some people might not like that, but there's a lot of no sew patterns out there. If you would like to go use that one instead, that's okay. And I embroidered the eyes on all of these guys because I've encountered a lot of people that really like the mini turtles and they want to get it for their very small child or even baby, but they're like, I don't know about the safety eyes. You know, the safety eyes are obviously not actually safe for babies. So I embroidered the eyes on all of these guys. This way they can be given to babies and small children, and even older people can still buy them even if they're not safety eyes. So I will try to show you guys all the color combinations. So we have one like this, a beige body, and like this mixed color shell. I really like this yarn. It's like really pretty for turtles or literally anything, but I've been using it a lot for turtles. And then I have two that have the same colored shell as the other one, but the body is green. One same colored body as the first one and green shell. And then this one, beige body and this colored shell. And lastly, another beige colored body, and this shell was actually leftover yarn that I just had a little bit left over, and I was like, I don't think I can make anything with that. But then I was like, oh, I can make a turtle shell. It really doesn't take a lot of yarn for the shell, so it's really great to use up scrap yarn. So yeah, this one's super cute. So I made a total of 7 of these mini turtles. Next is the very little bee keychain I was talking about earlier. I didn't put like a keyring on it yet. I will do that later, but you see how tiny it is? So that is my bee keychain pattern. Again, the only thing I made different on this guy is the wings are a little shorter. So like I said, I'm gonna go and edit that pattern, don't worry. Here's a size comparison. This is with the chunky yarn, this is with acrylic yarn, same pattern, just look at the size difference. So yeah, I only made one of these because, I don't know, I don't hate making them, it's just that for keychains, I guess there is a lot of color changing, you know, all that kind of stuff. So obviously these take a little bit longer to make than the Octo keychains I will show you guys in a second. So I don't know, I made one. I'm sure I'm gonna make more later on. I don't even sell these at markets. These sell really well at the consignment stores that my plushies are at. So yeah, this one will eventually go to a consignment store. It won't come to markets, but it's just super cute. Now for these guys, I literally took a clear bag because there was no way I could hold all of them. I have 31 very small Octos that will be going on keychains. So as you can see, there's some different colors. For these guys, it is my own tutorial that is on my YouTube channel. The tutorial is actually a chunky Octo tutorial, where in that tutorial I do use Bernat blanket yarn, so obviously it comes out bigger, but in the tutorial I do show you guys one that I made in acrylic yarn with the same pattern, and it is perfect keychain size, which is these guys. So all of these are either acrylic yarn or wait for velvet yarn. So I'm just going to show you guys really quickly. So here we have one in acrylic yarn. Again, they don't have their key rings. They will get their key rings later. But here's one in acrylic yarn, and here's one in wait for velvet yarn, like it's the same size. So these are perfect for keychains. So yeah, I made 31 of these. There's some different colors. So there's these colors, this pinkish color. Got purple in acrylic yarn. Again, this was the ombre yarn, so there's like so many purple ones that are different shades of purple. As you can see, this one, you can see like the changing of colors. And there's also this one that I made with 2 leftover yarns, so he's like a bunch of different colors. This one's pretty cute though. Sometimes some people would say, oh, I'm not even gonna bother making something that's gonna be different colors like this. Let me tell you, people prefer this kind of stuff. Every time I have something that's like mix and matched colors because I used leftover yarn, people love that. I don't know why, but they do. So anyways, I have 31 mini Octos, and yeah, it's just a lot. That's why I put them in a bag, so I can kind of show you guys them all at the same time. But yeah, so that was the last of the items that I made since Christmas that I have here. I did work on a lot of custom orders in the Christmas time. Of course, those people knew that their order wasn't going to be done before Christmas, but some of them were actually done before Christmas, got picked up after Christmas or whatever. But after Christmas, I did make this giant hedgehog. I will put some pictures up here. They custom ordered it before Christmas, but I told them unfortunately I can't have it done before Christmas, and they were like, yeah, that's okay, no worries. So then anyways, I made it shortly after Christmas. They came and picked it up. They loved it. I was really happy. Honestly, it was my first time making something like that. It was huge, like literally like this big. But yeah, I did enjoy making it, but it took so much yarn because the loops on the back of the hedgehog just took so much yarn. It was crazy, but we have a happy customer and I did enjoy making it, so I'm happy about that. So that is an extra item that I will count that I made after Christmas. Even though it's not here with me, I still crocheted it after Christmas. So now I'm going to count all of the items and we will see who was closer to guessing the amount of items that I crocheted after Christmas. So if I counted correctly, that is a total of 93 items that I crocheted since Christmas. That's over a week, I guess. It is now January 4th, so yeah, it's over a week, but 93 items is still very good. Also considering that that hedgehog was huge and took a very long time to make, so I'm pretty happy with having done 93 items since Christmas. I'm also excited to see who was closer to guessing the amount of items that I made before I revealed the amount. But that is nothing compared to the one time I crocheted 95 items in under 7 days. I was dog sitting for a whole week and I brought a bunch of supplies where I was dog sitting, and then at the end of the week when I was done dog sitting, I counted the amount of items that I made, and I made 95 items. I think it was like in 6 days. So anyways, I made a video showing all of that for you guys. I will link it up here if you want to go watch it. It's very interesting to see that I actually crocheted that much in like 6 or 7 days. I was really impressed with myself at that time, and I mean, I'm still very impressed that I made 93 items since Christmas, considering I was gone for a lot of the time to like family gatherings and things like that. And also I've been sick, so I've been sleeping a little bit more, trying to rest and get over the cold while still getting things done. So anyways, I'm pretty happy about that. Also, you guys might be wondering, like, why did I make 22 chickens? Like, that's kind of absurd. 10 bees, it's a lot of the same things. All the keychains, like 31, that's a lot. But I don't have a market for about a month. And so I'm going to take that time to really bring up my inventory as much as I can. And of course, I'm still going to have to restock at the consignment stores whenever I need to. It's a lot slower in the stores this time of the year, like January, February, but I'm hoping to still sell some things, and I'm hoping I need to restock once in a while. But I will have a lot of events in the spring, summer, fall, maybe like before Christmas, all that kind of stuff. I'm hoping to do a lot of big festivals, and for those big festivals, often the booth fee is very expensive to get in, but if you have enough inventory to make a big profit, it's worth doing. So I'm just literally making anything I can, adding that to my inventory. That way, when I want to do those big festivals, yes, it's a big fee to pay up front, but knowing that I have the inventory to make a good profit obviously is going to be good. So I just want to have a very big inventory, and then I will feel a lot better about paying those big booth fees for big festivals because I know I have the potential of making a bigger profit. Of course, if I have more inventory, you can't sell what you don't have. So that's why I'm making a lot of the same things, because I'm hoping to bring up my inventory literally just as much as I can. And I do have an event on February 1st. That's the first event of the year that I will be having. But even after that, I think I might have like one more in February. But even after that, it's going to be very slow for events until probably like May or June. So I'm going to make what I can in all that time, bring up my inventory as much as possible, have literally the most plushies I can physically make. That way, when I do those big festivals, I have enough stock to make a good profit, and I'm hoping to be able to do a few festivals like back to back kind of thing, like one weekend after another. And of course, if I sell a lot at one event, I can only make so much stuff in 1 week. So if I have a very big inventory, I will most likely have some things left over for the next weekend, things like that. Really, I'm just trying to have all the stock I can get for the big events this summer. So that's going to have to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the 93 plushies and items I made since Christmas. Thank you for bearing with me while I'm sick and sound like this. Thank you for watching, and I'm still hoping to make one video a week. Even while I don't have markets, I will get creative and make different video ideas, so definitely stay tuned and subscribe to see more videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!